Hi children, I welcome you for the social class. In last class we discussed about the lesson advent of the Europeans. So what we discussed in the last class, kinds of sources. The kinds of sources are written sources and material sources. The written sources are travel accounts, diaries, literatures, autobiographies, etc. The material sources are inscriptions, monuments, coins. These are example for material sources. Then we have discussed about advent of the Europeans. So what is meaning for advent? Advent means travel. So the European countries came to India for purpose trade. So what are the European countries came to India? The first European countries came to India is Portugal. So Portugal followed by Dutch, British, Danish, French, Swedish. So these all European countries came to India for trade. And this lesson we are going to discuss about from trade to territory. So what is the meaning for trade to territory? So already discussed about trade. Advent of the Europeans. Advent means travel. So the European countries came to India for purpose trade, but later European countries ruled in India. So how? So what purpose they came to India? So purpose is trade, but later ruled in India. So this lesson we are going to discuss about trade to territory. I hope you understand first lesson very well. Because so first we discussed about kinds of sources. Sources means this all the history we are learning with help of sources. Sources means evidence. So with help of sources only are learning the history. So it is based on two types. One is written sources, another one is material sources. And second part we have discussed about which are the European countries came to India. So Danish, French, Swedish, British. So this all the European countries came to India. So this class we are going to discuss about from trade to territory. So what we are going to learn this lesson is to know the rise of political power of English East India Company. So British also came to India for purposes trade, but later they got the political power. Okay, they got the political power of English East India Company. So when British got the political power in India means after the Battle of Plassey and Battle of Buxar. Then we are going to discuss about Carnatic War and Mysore War. Then we are going to discuss about civilian administration. So British civilian administration. Civilian means within our country is called as civilian. So our country it is civilian. Like if Australia means it is they are civilian. So within our country is civilian. So colonial army and civilian administration. And next we are going to discuss about subsidiary alliance and doctrine of lapse. So this everything this lesson we are going to discuss this all the topic. Okay, so our today topic is we are going to discuss Battle of Plassey and Battle of Buxar. Okay, let's go to the lesson. So introduction. In the 15th century, Europe witnessed the era of geographical discoveries through land and sea routes. So who discovered the route to India? Portuguese. So Portuguese discovered sea route to India. In 1498, Vasco da Gama. So who discovered the sea route to India? Vasco da Gama. Because before the Bartholomew Dias reached only the tip of the Africa. But later Vasco da Gama reached India. So in 1498, Vasco da Gama, the Portugal discovered a new sea route from Europe to India. So Vasco da Gama find new sea route to India. So the main motive behind those discoveries was to maximize profit through trade and to establish political supremacy. So what purpose discover the new route to India means the main purpose is trade and second purpose is to rule in India. And the rule of East India Company in India became effective after the conquest of Bengal. So when East India Company became more powerful means after the conquest. Conquest means captured of Bengal. The main interest of the company in India was territorial and commercial expansions. So mostly what is the focus of East India Company means to commercial. Commercial means business and territorial. Territorial means place. For example, Namakkal is one of the territorial region. Chennai is one of the territorial region. So to capture the territorial and to develop the commercial. Commercial means business. It is the main motive for East India Company. So East means India is located in east side. So East India Company. Okay. Next we are going to discuss about Battle of Plassey. So what is battle? So battle means fight is battle, and Plassey means which place it was happened. So Battle of Plassey in which year? 1757. So establishment of political power by the English East India Company. So British also they came to India for purpose trade. In what period they came to India? In 1600 they came to India. Okay, so the Mughal Emperor Jahangir gave the permission to trade in India in 1600. But when British became a more political power in India means after the Battle of Plassey in 1757. So battle means fight, Plassey means place. So Battle of Plassey in which period? 1757. Okay, so listen careful. It was very interesting concept. So Alvardi Khan, the Nawab of Bengal, died in 1756. So Alvardi Khan is the ruler of Bengal. He is the ruler of Bengal, died in 1756, and his grandson Siraj Uddula ascended the throne of Bengal. You may know the meaning of grandson. Grandson means if your father, you are the son, and if your father, you are the grandson. So like Alvardi Khan, the Nawab of Bengal is the ruler of Bengal, is died in 1756, and Alvardi Khan grandson Siraj Uddula ascended the throne of Bengal. Ascended means they captured the throne of Bengal. So the British taking advantages of the new Nawab weakness and popularity seized power. But he is not that much able ruler. Okay, so Siraj Uddula is not that much able ruler. So that Sirajuddaulah's weakness and unpopular is not yet popular among the people. So unpopular seized power. So Sirajuddaullah decided to teach them British lesson by attacking over their political settlement of Calcutta. So for British East India Company, which is the settlement, where is the settlement means Calcutta. The settlement is Calcutta. So British tried to attack the Sirajuddaullah, so that Sirajuddaullah thought to give the good lesson for British East India Company, so that he attacked the political settlement of Calcutta, the British political settlement of Calcutta. So the Nawab captured their factory of Qasim Bazar. So that the Nawab means the ruler is called as Nawab. Okay, so is the Nawab? Siraj Uddula is a Nawab. So the Nawab they captured their factory at Qasim Bazar on 20th June 1756. The Fort William surrendered. So who captured Fort William? Siraj Uddula, the ruler of Bengal. Siraj Uddula captured 20th June 1756. The Fort William was surrendered, but Robert Clive recovered Calcutta. So is the Robert Clive is the governor of British East India Company. So Robert Clive recovered Calcutta. I hope it is for you. It is new lesson because last year we discussed about only the emperor, our Indian emperor. First time we are discussing about British East India Company. So it is for you new. So that listen careful. So the Nawab captured their factory at Qasim Bazar. So Nawab means the ruler of Bengal, they call as Nawab. So is the Nawab, Siraj Uddula is here Nawab. So Nawab captured their factory at Qasim Bazar on 20th June 1756. Fort William surrendered, but Robert Clive recovered Calcutta. So Nawab captured Fort William, but soon it is recovered by the governor of British East India Company. Robert Clive recovered Fort William. On 9th February 1757, Treaty of Alinagar. So what is meaning of treaty? Treaty means agreement. So Treaty of Alinagar was signed by Siraj Uddula and British East India Company to solve all the claims. Okay, claims means all the problems. They brought solution. So on 9th February 1757, the Treaty of Alinagar was signed Siraj Uddula and British East India Company. The British then captured Chandanagar. So Chandanagar is a French settlement. What is called settlement? Settlement means, for example, if you are living, your house is your settlement. Like which is the settlement for French means Chandanagar. So British then captured Chandanagar. the French settlement on March 1757. On March 1757, British captured Chandanagur. So Chandanagur is a French settlement. So the Battle of Plassey took place between the British East India Company. So what is the meaning of Battle of Plassey? Battle means fight and Plassey means which place. So the Battle of Plassey took place between the British East India Company and Nawab of Bengal. Who is the Nawab of Bengal? Sirajudullah. So Nawab of Bengal and his French allies. So Nawab of Bengal and French both also one team, and opposite team is British East India Company. Because why French is supporting to Nawab of Bengal means the British captured French settlement. So that the French also supported to the Nawab of Bengal. So British East India Company and Nawab of Bengal and his French allies started the battle in Plassey. Okay, so it was fought on 23 June 1757. So this fight when it was happened means 23 June 1757. So the English East India Company forces under Robert Clive defeated the forces of Sirajudullah. So the English East India Company, who is the head of the English East India Company means Robert Clive, is the head of the military campaign. So English East India Company forces under Robert Clive defeated the forces of Sirajudullah. So is the Sirajudullah is the Nawab of Bengal. So the English East India Company defeated Sirajudullah. So after the collapse of Bengal, the company gained a huge amount of wealth from the treasury. Treasury means the amount. Is the place of amount is called as treasury. So after defeated Sirajudullah, the English East India Company huge amount of wealth from the treasury of the Bengal and used it to strengthen its military force. So most of the amount took from the Bengal. So what purpose they used East India Company means to develop the military force. So the beginning of the British political sway over India may be traced from the Battle of Plassey. So when the British political power, okay, they got the political power means after the Battle of Plassey in 1750. So this is one of the important battle for British East India Company, because after this battle only the British they got the more political power in India. So it is one of the important battle for British East India Company. This Battle of Plassey in 1757. Next we are going to see about the Blackwall tragedy. It was happened in 1756. That means before the Battle of Plassey 1757. So there was a small dungeon room. So dungeon room means dark room. So there was a small dungeon room in the Fort William in Calcutta. So Fort William is settlement for British East India Company. So where troops of the Nawab of Bengal, who is the Nawab of Bengal, Sirajudullah, during the war, he arrested 146 British prisoners and put one inside the room. So next day morning, when the door was opened, 123 of the prisoners found death because of suffocation. Because what is called prisoner? Prisoner means they are arrested. So it was 123 of the prisoners found death because of suffocation. Suffocation means they didn't get the breath. Because of breath problem, 123 prisoners was died. So this is one of the main reason for Battle of Plassey in 1757. And next we are going to see about Battle of Buxar in 1764. So after the Battle of Plassey in 1757, so when British got the political power in India, after the Battle of Plassey in 1757. So after one of the important battles, Battle of Buxar 1764. So after the Battle of Plassey in 1757, the company was granted undisputed right to have free trade in Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. So this all the places the British they got the free trade. Free trade means they can fix the amount, they don't want to get permission from any person. So after the Battle of Plassey in 1757, the British they got the free trade in Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. So it received the place of 24 Parganas in Bengal. So what is called 24 Parganas means it is one of the territory in Bengal. So they got the 24 Parganas in Bengal. So what is the meaning of 24 Parganas? So Parganas means one of the place in Bengal. So it received the place of 24 Parganas in Bengal. So Mir Jafar 1757 to 1760 is the ruler of Nawab of Bengal. So Mir Jafar 1757 to 1760 is the ruler of Nawab of Bengal. However, fell into arrears and was forced to abdicate in favor of the son-in-law Mir Qasim. So he is the ruler of Mir Jafar is the ruler of Bengal during the 1757 to 1760. But he didn't pay the tribute. Tribute means tax. He didn't pay the tribute to the British East India Company. So that British East India Company forced to abdicate the favor of the son-in-law. So that they removed the posting from Nawab of Bengal, and the British East India Company gave the chance to Mir Qasim. He is the son-in-law for Mir Jafar. Okay, because if you see the British East India Company for purpose of trade, but later what happened? He didn't pay the tribute, so that they removed the post and they are giving the chance to Mir Qasim. That means they got the political power in India. So Mir Qasim ceded Paduan, Idanpur, and Chittagong. So that who captured Bengal? Mir Qasim. So that Mir Qasim gave the places to the British East India Company, Burdwan, Midanpur, and Chittagong. So he shifted his capital to from Murshidabad to Mongir. So after later the Mir Qasim shifted the capital, which is our capital, Chennai. So like that he shifted his capital to from Murshidabad to Mongir. From Murshidabad to Mongir he shifted the capital. And Mir Qasim soon revolted as he was angry with the British for misusing the district's free duty passes. So later what happened means Mir Qasim also didn't pay the tribute to the British. So the British East India Company removed the Mir Qasim, and they gave the chance to Mir Jafar. So, however, having been defeated by the British, he fled to Awadh, where he formed the confederacy with Sujaudullah and Shah Alam. So they removed the Mir Qasim. So Mir Qasim escaped to the Awadh. Awadh is one of the places. Awadh is one of the places where he formed the confederacy. So alliances. Confederacy means alliances. They form one team. Sujaudullah, Shah Alam, and Mir Qasim. They all form one team and they're ready to attack the British East India Company. So this is called as Battle of Buxar. So which are the team? Sujaudullah, Shah Alam, and Mir Qasim. They all confederacy. They formed the confederacy and they tried to attack the British East India Company in which place? Buxar. So it's called as Battle of Buxar. When it was happened? 1764. So the battle was fought on October 22, 1764. So which period was started? The Battle of Buxar means October 22, 1764 at Buxar, a small fortified town. One small fortified town within territory of Bihar. It is located in banks of Ganges river about 130 kilometers west of Patna. So where it was happened, this Battle of Buxar means small town it is one of the territory of Bihar. It is located in from Patna 130 kilometers west side 130 kilometers bank of Ganges. It was located this place a small fortified town. This place started the Battle of Buxar in 1764. And it was a decisive victory for the British East India Company. So won the battle means British East India Company, Wall Confederacy, Shahudullah, Shah Alam, and Mir Qasim. So this all defeated by General Hector Munro. So is the head of the British Army means Hector Munro. So Hector Munro defeated the Sujaudullah, Shah Alam, and Mir Qasim. So Mir Jafar was again placed on the throne. So next who became the ruler of Bengal means Mir Jafar. So Mir Jafar was again placed on the throne. On Mir Jafar's death, his son Nizam-ud-Dawla was placed on the throne and signed Allahabad Treaty on 20th February 1765. So after this battle of Plassey, who is the ruler of Bengal means Mir Jafar. So after Mir Jafar's death, who became the ruler means Mir Jafar's son Nizam-ud-Dawla. became the ruler of Bengal, was placed on the throne and signed Allahabad Treaty on 20th February 1765. So after the Mir Jafar death, Nizamuddin signed Treaty of Allahabad. So Treaty of Allahabad 20th February 1765. So what is the meaning of treaty? Treaty means agreement and Allahabad means the place. So Treaty of Allahabad on 20th February 1765, which the Nawab had to disband most of his army. So disband means they should not maintain, our Indian emperor should not maintain more army. So it is the important point of the Treaty of Allahabad. So this Treaty of Allahabad, our Indian army, the Nawab of Bengal, disband. Disband means abolish. Most of the army had administered Bengal through the deputy Subedar nominated by the company. And will administration of the Bengal means the British will appoint the person. So we cannot administrate ourselves. Who will appoint means British appoint the administration person. They call us deputy Subedar. So this is the agreement of Treaty of Allahabad. So what is the main point of the Treaty of Allahabad? And they should be disband most of the army. They want to reduce their army and administer. Who can administration of the Bengal means, who will appoint means British East India Company. So they called us Deputy Subedar. Then Robert Clive concluded two separate treaties with the Shuja-ud-Dawla and Shah Alam II. Okay, so Robert Clive is the governor of British East India Company. So Robert Clive made two separate treaties with Shuja-ud-Dawla and Shah Alam II. So they both ruler of the Awadh. Okay, so who got the help to this two person? Mir Qasim. So Mir Qasim asked the help to Shah Alam II and Shuja-ud-Dawla. So Robert Clive made the separate treaties Shuja-ud-Dawla and Shah Alam II. So dual system of government started in Bengal. After this treaties, Allahabad treaties, dual system of government started in Bengal. So dual system in dual means two. Two government was started in Bengal. One side ruled by Nawab of Bengal, another side ruled by Deputy Subedar. It is nominated by British East India Company. Fine children. Next recap session. So in 1498, Vasco da Gama of Portugal discovered the new sea route from Europe to India. So who discovered a new sea route to India? Vasco da Gama. He is the Portugal sailor. So about Vasco da Gama we have discussed in first lesson. What is the first lesson? Advent of the Europeans. So in that lesson also we discussed who discovered new route to India means the Portuguese sailor Vasco da Gama discovered new sea route to India from Europe to India. On 9th February 1757, Treaty of Alinagar was signed whereby Siraj-ud-Dawla considered practically all his claims. In 9th February 1757, Treaty of Alinagar. And 20th February 1765, Treaty of Allahabad. So what is the important point of Treaty of Allahabad? Disband most of his army and the main administration is appointed by British East India Company. Then Battle of Buxar is 1764. The Battle of Buxar in 1764 and Battle of Plassey in 1757. So what purpose British came to India? For purposes trade. So finally what happened? They ruled in India. So mostly this after the Battle of Plassey, the British became a more political power in India. Next, answer the following. Given detail about Battle of Plassey. Given detail about Battle of Plassey. Next, write a note on Blackwall tragedy. Write a note on Blackwall tragedy. Next, explain about the Battle of Buxar. Explain about the Battle of Buxar. So complete the question as soon as possible. Send your class teacher. Next, so we discussed already in the last class. What we discussed? So how much you are giving the importance of history? The same way we should give importance for our day-to-day information to update ourselves. So let us learn something about what is happening around us. So today current affairs is, who is the superintendent of police in Namakkal? So superintendent of police means IPS, okay, or SP. So who is the superintendent of police? The short form of superintendent of police means SP. Want to become SP means you should pass the exam IPS. So who is the superintendent of police SP in Namakkal? So Mr. Arularasu IPS. Mr. Arularasu IPS. So what is the extent of IPS? Indian Police Service. Indian Police Service. Next, who is the collector of IAS of Namakkal? Who is the collector of IAS of Namakkal? So what is the extent of IAS? Indian Administrative Service. Indian Administrative Service. So who is the collector of Namakkal? Nagaraj. Mr. Nagaraj IAS. Mr. Nagaraj IAS. So Mr. Nagaraj IAS is the collector of Namakkal. Fine children. I hope you understood this session very well. So this lesson will be continued in the next video. Thank you.